Guys, I gotta come clean. I bought something. The title probably already gave it away, but I bought another 300ZX. Look at it. Look at it. Isn't it cute? Isn't it darling? Don't our eyes match? Beautiful, right? Look at it. So, let's get into why I bought another 300ZX, right? Well, honest truth is, it was my first car in high school, first car in college. I had a third one after that, the white one. And I just can't get rid of them in my life. It's like heroin. No, heroin's bad. These are bad for your wallet. I don't know. Actually, a real drug addiction would be cheaper than this car. But I just can't get rid of them, and I just came across a really good deal on this one that's really clean, and we'll get into the details later. But I just could not get it out of my blood, right? So I'm really excited to have this opportunity to get another one. And part of the deal was I traded the Suzuki for it. Traded the Suzuki for it, yeah. So Suzuki's gone, but the Z's here. So I'm really excited because I kind of like after that last off-road adventure, I was kind of like, off-roading's cool, but I'm kind of over it. Like, I feel like I kind of peaked in it almost. I wouldn't say peaking is the best word, but I feel like I just got like it out of my system. I understand it, and it's cool, but it's not like my bread and butter, right? So here we are with another Z32. I did throw some cash on top, but not too much actually. I'm still doing pretty good. And we'll get into how I shrewdly negotiated my way into this deal. And I just got really lucky finding the kid that owned this. Didn't really know what he had. Like, he knew it was a sports car, but I think he was kind of delved into a really aggressive sports car. And he really wanted something he could off-road in and play with in the winter. So I said, well, I've got this, and this make you an offer, etc. So let's go take a look at the car so you can see why I'm so stoked about this one. One funny thing I forgot to mention, this is a 1990 model year. Every single 300ZX I've owned has been a 1990 model year. Look at my dirty bear paws. Anyway, my first one in high school was a slick top 1990 model. My second one was a twin turbo 1990 model. That white one was just a regular NA 1990 model. And now we've got the 2+2 1990 model. See, it just like when I heard that, I was like, okay, this is gonna happen. When I saw this car, I approached the prior owner in a parking lot at a diner. I saw it from across the street, went there to go leave him a note, and he walked out as I was leaving the note. So I just, were you interested in selling it? Yeah, I kind of am, actually. Perfect. Here we are now, right? So, and when he said it was a 2+2, I was like, okay, this is fate. Like, I just know this is going to happen because it just makes sense for me to have only 1990 model year ones, but I haven't had a 2+2 yet. So, I guess the only one I'm really missing out on is a convertible, but I don't know. I don't think they did the convertible in 1990, nor do I even want a convertible. So I think we've fulfilled the prophecy here. So, but let's go look at the car, guys. So here she is. Haven't given her a name yet. Forgive this mess you're going to see in the background. We actually just did a bunch of wiring work and diagnostic on it. That's why the computer's out here as well. Let's focus on the car for now. Whew, look at how good that looks. So first thing I did was that front bumper was actually kind of faded. I have a picture of it. And I just hit it with a quick rub of rubbing compound, and it already looks so much better. A little more attention to detail here, and it'll look like the rest of the paint. Now the paint is a little swirly, but a good paint correction will bring this paint out. And look at this car. It is so stock, guys. It even has a stock gearbox, and I'll cut to that in a second, you'll see. Look at how clean this thing is. Sorry I'm having to do this in the garage. I'm not going to have a chance to make this in the daytime anytime soon. So we're just going to have to deal with this. Look at it. It's even got the stock exhaust. I've never owned one of these that had a stock exhaust system. So it's super quiet actually for what I'm used to. Look at it though. Now some of you guys might have noticed it's a 2+2. Let's get into the interior real quick. Look at that. Interior is near immaculate other than a little tear there. And I think I might be able to actually stitch that guy up. But look at that. Look at that. Super clean. I love that chime. That chime brings back so many memories. So, look at the mileage. We're about to turn 93,300. Crazy, right? Super clean. Has an aftermarket radio. That's the only mod done to this car. Let me turn that off, sorry. So, factory key as well. Super cool. Bose sound system. Super cool. The clock actually works. Super cool. This passenger seat, super clean. ECU, still exposed because we were diagnosing. Forgive me. So then if you look back here, 2 plus 2, the seats are like pretty much unused, it seems at least. But yeah, a little bit of love could be used to these seats, but I think this is some really easy upholstery work I can learn how to do. So look at this though, guys. This gets me, this makes my pants really tight, guys, I'll be honest. Original owner's manual that's like immaculate. Like, these are so hard to find. And not only that, like, there's a bunch of cool like things that didn't even know the 300ZX came with. Like this little like tag that comes with the car when it's shipped. When the cars are shipped, they have these tags on them. Crazy, right? Like, this is kept with it. This is from 1990. And it tells you what to do when you receive the car so you can start it. Then there's this guy here. This is another, like, just look at this. This is, the dealership basically promoted you working on your own car. They're basically selling you factory service manuals. Isn't that cool? That is so sweet. Then there's, in case of an accident, the real accident here is buying another 300ZX in 2020. This one I'm not going to show you guys because it has personal info on it, but it has the original, this is the original registration receipt from the original owner. So, I'm going to put that one away though. Sorry, I'm not going to show that one because it has personal info on it. And then this guy. The card from the dealership, this is from Salt Lake, and then the warranty info. So freaking sweet. And it's even got an ashtray. So all is not perfect with this car. We'll go over some of the other issues, but some of you guys might notice. Looks like this little Z emblem came off and was re-glued, but whoever glued it back on put it on upside down. It's supposed to be like that. Anyway. Or you could turn it sideways like this. And then you just draw another line there. And then you'll set the car to wumbo.
I wumbo, you wumbo, he, she, me, wumbo. Wumbology? The study of wumbo?
Before we get into the nitty gritty, let's go to the trunk area now. Look at the taillights, guys. Not even cracked, not scratched. Dude, crazy, right? Actually, there's a small stress crack there, so that scares me. Lift supports are holding on their own. It's rare. T-top bags. These are hard to find. And if I go in here, like, all the original tools are in here also. I don't know, just like this car is like a blast from the past. Like, I feel like I went in a time machine, 1989, and just drove this car off the lot. That's how it feels. It's crazy. Look how ugly the stock mufflers are, by the way. By the way, this car's been a Utah car its whole life. Which is interesting. Look how ugly the wheels are. Those need to go. Stat. One of the ways I was able to talk the owner down was, yeah, it needs new shocks. Really bad. Really bad. Let's get into the engine bay. So before we get into it, it already did 300ZX things. When I drove it here the other day, it died right out there. The car died. Had to push it in here and diagnose. And funny enough, I remember when I was looking at this car at the Walmart parking lot here in Logan, I remember seeing this guy. I was like, oh, it's got an early style PTU. That needs to be changed soon. These are a common failure point, and it failed. So let's go ahead and pop the hood. There it is, the Knuckle Buster, the curse word maker, the VG30. Look at it. Now, another place where I was able to shrewdly negotiate my offer price. Can't really see it because I've already wiped it off a little bit. But there's oil there. So the timing cover, or sorry, the cam seals are leaking, and this car needs a timing belt. So I've already got a whole 120,000 mile timing kit on the way from Z1. So expect that to be the next video with this car. But with that said, No one in this valley wants to touch this car. I know how to do this. An opportunity for me to negotiate a better price. You know what's crazy also? This is intact. I've had one 300ZX where it was tattered up, and otherwise they're always removed. So that's pretty cool as well. Also seeing all these little signs on here, right? These usually don't last sometimes. Sometimes they're just totally gone. Crazy. So, we already had one issue, like I said, with the PTU. Sorry for the mess, but that guy right there. And that's where it goes. And while I was at it, we got a new style PTU with the adapter harness. Yeah, look at all that oil from the cam seals being bad. Gross, right? So I'm not going to drive this car too much either until it's fixed. But back to the story. We already relocated and tucked the harness. So we re-loomed the harness right there. And it's running down under this nose panel. Let me cut to that clip right now. So guys, we added some grounds to the PTU harness right here. We bolted it down there. We added a ground right here that just grounds the chassis down there. Cleaned off the ground back here and cleaned off that ground there. And it now runs again. Cool, right? Thanks, Bailey. And you have a YouTube channel now, right?
Yeah, it's 777 Drift Official.
777 Drift Official. You want to see a man shred a Q45 that's automatic, that's 90% better than most of Utah already. Yes, you are. You didn't spin out that much at the last event. Go check out his YouTube channel. Okay guys, a bit of a mess here, but it's getting cleaner. We're relocating the PTU harness over here. It's gonna be under the nose panel and hiding. Look at that, stock airbox. I've never seen one of these before. I thought it was only a myth. I thought all of them came with a cone filter. Fascinating. So we already did that diagnostic, put the new PTU in, but with the new PTU in, we were still misfiring. We had ignition on about 3 out of 6 cylinders, and we still had a misfire. It was running like real crap, honestly. So what we did as well is we added a few additional body grounds right here, engine grounds, sorry. So this is added into the PTU grounding harness. We added another one to the engine here. That's going to the chassis down here. We cleaned off all the pre-existing grounds, and that seemed to fix the misfire. What happens on a lot of these older cars is they just don't have sufficient grounding, or they're sufficient in the time, but with corrosion and age and all these things, adding more grounds gives current in the electrical circuit more path to return, so you don't get like a bottleneck effect with the electrical circuit. That's the simplest way I'm going to explain it for you guys right now. So it even has AC that works, and it needs R12 though, so it needs to be converted. But it's freaking sweet. Like, I'm just so stoked on how original this car is. And there's a lot of room for improvement. Like, look how dirty the engine bay is, right? That's super easy to clean up and really make spiffy. Like right here, you can see we already tried cleaning up here a little bit. So probably when I do the timing belt and everything's taken apart, I'll go ahead and do a really deep clean here. But seriously, everything's so original in this car, guys. Like, it even has a stock airbox, like I mentioned. Now, it's not like a perfect example, right? There's still rock chips and stuff. But I mean, it's pretty... It's hard to find them even in this condition. Like, even like the windshield trim. Look at that. That does not look bad. Usually these are freaking destroyed. So I'll probably dip them black, because I think it just looks cleaner. But yeah. And here, if you look at this mirror, you can tell the paint's a little faded. That's how this front bumper looked before. Right? Now the bumper, you can still see it with a flashlight on it. So I think more aggressive compound will get that out. But I just kind of want to touch it up with something really light to see what it would do. And I'm already kind of happy with the results. Not sure if this bumper's going to stay anyway. Might go to a J-spec or like a Gracer one. But that's for the future to tell. Another cool thing is the whole cowls here, the whole windshield cowls here, which like every Z I've owned, the cowl's always missing. I just realized the battery tie down isn't here. So it needs a battery tie down. But otherwise, most everything's here. One thing I kind of am kicking myself, and I think I could have negotiated even more of a price down on this car, was the power steering fluid is actual power steering fluid. It's not ATF, which is bad for Nissan. So I need to drain that ASAP. All right, guys, let's start it up so you guys can hear it. Look at that idle. Oh, one little thing that the interior is missing that I didn't notice either. The button for low is missing. That one drives me nuts the most, honestly. That is driving me insane. So But look at that. Idle's so smooth, so clean. Another big issue with this car. Jeffrey Loeb. So let's do a walk around with idling. I'm not going to drive it because it's like 30 degrees outside, and it's not 1:27 p.m. Nor is it 3:59. It's none of those times. It's complicated. So, but yeah, let's go for a little walk around real quick. It sounds so quiet idling right now. Like, it's so quiet. And then, like, there's a little bit of exhaust note. Like, you can definitely tell this isn't just like your normal, like, little 4-cylinder. Really sounds super clean. I'm really excited for this car, guys. Really excited and really happy I was able to pick it up. It is slow. I will say that. It is so freaking slow. Look at that cutie. It's got a little 240 to hang out with it. So there you guys have it. The Z. The 300ZX. I'm not sure what to name it yet. I'm not sure where I'm tickling its gooch. But there it is. I'm so happy to have another Z, guys. I'm not really sure what the plans are for this car yet. Fun cruiser, probably. Are we going to boost it? Maybe. Are we going to put an SR20 in it? Maybe. But really, like, I mean, the whole car is so clean as well. Like, I don't want to mess with it too much. I mean, maybe I'll just use it and flip it. I don't know. I don't know if I'll flip it. I might fall in love with it too much and not want to sell it. But we'll see, right? Maybe we'll get rid of the 350Z and make this the drift car. I don't know if we'll do that either, but I'm not sure what the plans are really, guys. So first thing, though, for sure, that timing service needs to be done. And then we can play with the car more. Definitely, probably next is going to be coilovers and wheels. I want to make it look really nice. Honestly, like, it already looks nice, but I kind of want to modernize it a little bit more. Just because this car feels like it has a lot of potential in it. So let me know what you guys think about it, and let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll take it into consideration. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Maybe some ideas will help. So let me know, guys, in the comments if you're excited to see more 300ZX content here. I know I'm super excited to make more content with a 300ZX, and I'm just really excited to start with like a bone stock example like this. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe because we're going to be doing plenty more videos with this car. We're going to get it competent enough to really beat on the car reliably, and probably for fun, we'll probably take it to drift events. We'll do car reviews, we'll track it, we'll drive it stock, right? We'll try to like see what this car was like back in 1990, because it's just so cool to have this like time capsule here right now. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.